Okay, hope everybody had a nice weekend and getting ready to go back trading tomorrow morning. Right now, with the Greece, headline overseas, it seems like the future market is way down. Actually, it came up from its low already, because you see this is the E-mini, the S&P 500 future. So right now it's only down somewhere around 28 point. Okay, it was much lower than that, and if I put up that 30-minute chart here, you can see that it was down to 2054 at the low. So right now it's sitting at 2067.75. Okay, so we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow when the U.S. market open. But for now, it seems like there's some panic selling out there, in the overseas market. So we'll see. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the cash index here, the S&P 500. So you can see when the S&P 500 made this higher low and then made it above this pivot high here, we got essentially a higher low, higher high, and we're thinking maybe that will push it up to put in a new all-time high up above this 2130.82. Then, as it turned out, we got a little bit of a sell-off last week, and it's kind of pulled back down. So with the S&P 500 future is down below this level, essentially going to drag the cash index down below this 2079 level. But we'll see. We're going to close tomorrow to see will we still be able to close above this particular closing low here, which is somewhere around the 2072.49. So if we close above that 2072.49, we're essentially still holding a higher low. So we'll see, see how it play out tomorrow. And then we also have the Dow Jones Industrial. Similarly, on the Dow Jones Industrial, right, we got this essentially this higher low here, and then we got this higher high. So right now, but again, the Dow Jones future is also down somewhere around here as well. So, but if it close above this level here tomorrow, then we still could maintain. And then if it could hold above this low, then we still can maintain this higher high, higher low type of zigzag, and who knows, it might come up here. But then there's some discouraging sign here from the transportation, so that might be a little bit of a problem. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so let me get the Dow Jones transportation here. Okay, again, we thought we had a little bit of a working on a higher high, higher low here, because this low here is above this, but unfortunately it did not. The high did not get above this high, so it came back down. But again, we did put in a higher low, so you got this, this little sloping trend line here, and also this right here. So you got a higher high, higher low. I mean, high low, higher high, until on Thursday it kind of took it down. Right, then it closed. Even on Wednesday, it actually closed above this low. So on Thursday, it closed below that low. So now we no longer have a higher low, higher high type of zigzag and try to work back up above this level, because we're looking for it to be able to get back up above this 8559.51. And it could if it could get back above this level, then maybe we could start forming a reversal, basically like this little bit of a W pattern, and break this double bottom and resume back up. But as it turned out, that's not the case, and right now it seems like it trying to resume and heading down lower. So we might be seeing it might come down and test this 77.18 level here, down at this particular pivot low back in October. Was that? Yeah, back in October last year. Okay, so we got to watch out for that. The transportation, because it still could not gain any traction to reverse the trend. And then we're looking at the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 made a new high, on I think that was on Monday, no, on Tuesday. Right, so on Tuesday of last week, then after that, then it's just kind of came down, and right now it's trying to hold this 44.88. Once again, the future is also down, so we're basically down at this level somewhere around here, and if can't hold this 44.27, then it probably will come down to try to test this 43.79.75, basically this closing pivot low here. And then on the Russell 2000, the Russell 2000 also made a new all-time high last week, and then it pulled back. Right now it's coming back to try to test this particular pivot, and right now again with the future, overseas future is basically down here. So we'll see would it be able to hold above this 1275. Most likely it's going to come down, and I wouldn't be surprised to come down and test this somewhere around this 1268 level, or even come down to this level here, 1257, 1256, 1258 area. So because the other thing is we could also look at the possibility of this trend line here to see could it hold this trend line. Okay, so basically it's this 1266, the 1266 area. Okay, so that's basically the index, and if we want to look at the spider, so essentially the spider is probably going to come down to this 206, 207 area here, with the future being down. Okay, and so let's take a look at some of the stock here. First, the cybersecurity stock been kind of hot recently, so I want to take a look at CYBR. We see that the stock been trending up, and broke this baseline here, and it went up, made a new high here, right? So once it broken above this this high, it came up and made a new high, then got a reversal candle here, and then with the doji, you can see that wasn't able to hold a high here, and actually end up closing negative, it's below the previous day close. Then the following day, even though it came up, it closed up, but you see that the high was never able to get back above the previous high, or even get back above the previous opening level. Okay, so then you got these following, this hangman, these kind of candle, and it just kind of took a lot of steam out of the bull to try to support this level, and finally the bear kind of got control of it, and now it's taking it down. So might come down, test this 64.83, and see what this hold, and if it's not, then it probably will come down and test this 60.23 here if it break this particular trend line here. Okay, so just kind of keep an eye on this right now. So there could be a possibility of maybe come down here and then get a little bounce and form a head and shoulder, but who knows, right? It could come up and then stop bouncing up here, and then put in a new a higher high, right? So we just have to watch this level here, this trend line on CYBR. And then on Palo Alto Network, we said it went parabolic. You see how this line just kind of, it's like a 60-degree line, right? It's going to sort of, straight up. And you can see this right here. This is one of these what we call the evening star-like candle pattern, right? So once you see that, the chances are it's high probability that it's going to pull back a little bit. So right now it's kind of pulling back, and since it's this is all new high territory, one of the two that I use to just kind of get some gauge on where some of the possible support level is, to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. So we see that at the 618, we might see a little support here somewhere around this 169. Okay, and then here's the 50% level, and here's the 382. Okay, so so it might be see when it come down to this 169, see how this thing will hold up. Okay, and then see would it get a bounce back up. Okay, so certainly it had a very nice run in the last couple months. Ever since that it broke this 154, 155 level here. Okay. And then we got FEYE. Again, you can see that it came up, it broke this this high here. All right, then you see this again, some sort of evening star-like type of pattern, and then the following day actually gap down. So right now it seems to be testing this 48 level, this 50% retracement on this Fibonacci retracement. So we're going to see if it can't get a bounce, then it might come down and test this level here, somewhere around the 46 level on this 38.2. Okay. And then we also got Vasco data. Okay, that's also another security software company. Again, it broke this baseline and went up, and we see that it too kind of have a little bit of a topping candle here, right, and a doji followed by this kind of hangman hammer type of candle. So although we did not get an evening star type of pattern, but if you add this candle up, it's basically pretty much this is like a hammer candle, and then you get these two, the up candle, down on a hammer, so like a hangman, and then you got a down candle. So right now we're basically coming down to this 618 retracement, somewhere around this 3065. So probably come back and retest this level here, and maybe the 50%, and then see if we get a bounce back up. So just have to keep an eye on that. And then let's go and take a look at good old Apple. Apple thought it was trying to make a reversal here, when it got up to this high, but it wasn't able to hold that. Well, basically, it was looking for this thing to maybe get up and put in a higher high by closing above this particular high here. But you can see that it's just unable to hold that, and right now it's probably in jeopardy of falling through this trend line here and get below this 126.75 and possibly come back down and test this 122.11, because I still believe this market want to take Apple down and fill this gap, and then test this 119 level here, okay, because they want to spook somebody out before take it back up, because it just doesn't seem like the market want to take this thing up to this 133 and into a new high yet. Okay. And then we have the Netflix. Netflix finally topped out, okay, with call icon telling the world that he have liquidated his position already. So a lot of bag holder came in and bought this thing here, so we end up holding the bag now. Right. So there's still a lot of people tripping over themselves to put in new target level up at 900 and so forth. So we'll see, because these stock, there come a time that valuation does count. So it's just a matter of time, and you just have to be careful with these the high momentum, high beta stock. So right now it could be coming down to test this. I got this 78.6 here, somewhere around 642, 643. Right, because remember we had this flag here that we were watching for a while. Right, so there's a good possibility that it would come down and retest these level here. Okay, so and then you got this gap here, somewhere sitting right between this 618. Okay, this 592 area. So got to watch these level. So again, since these are new high territory, you either use these kind of level to kind of get some idea where potential support going to be, or use some sort of Fibonacci retracement to kind of get some idea where some of the trader that are using these two will find it enticing for them to go long or something like that. Okay, so. And then the Facebook been one of the strong performer recently, ever since it broke about this 82, and broke out this this little bit of a resistance up here, okay, and it just shot up, put in a new high, okay, take out the closing high, then take out the intraday high, then it came up, and then we got this reversal candle here on Thursday, okay, then followed by a little bit of a doji candle here, and it's they made a move to bring it back up to the 88 level here because of the pinning. right? Because if you look at the open interest chart that I have, and there's the the 88 level is right here, okay. All right, so and one would imagine that would be probably good that they probably pin it at here 87.50, because then you take out these call here, right? Okay, and also these maybe increase bring these put a little bit into the money, right? So but you take out these calls and also take out this call here. But apparently there must be some increase in open interest on this put here on the 88, so they probably want to close it out at 88 to wipe them out also. But anyway, those are the game, and unless you have real-time open interest number, you could basically just guessing at where the pin number is going to be, looking at some of the trading volume and that sort of thing on the option market. So, but that's why I don't trade these guys on on OpX. It's just kind of throwing the dice. But anyway, Facebook, we might see a pullback to come back down, and we test this 86 level here. I do believe that this thing still have a little bit more upside to go. Just a matter of coming back down, and we trace a little bit, and then regather itself and then push it higher, because I see there's a good possibility of coming up and tag this upper trend line here on this price channel, somewhere around this 91.80, 92 area. Okay, and then the other one is Twitter. Twitter just could not get a bid, but was able to kind of hold above this low here. Okay, this low here, this 34.62. So I'm still kind of monitoring it. I think if there is some kind of setup here, maybe for a quick swing trade or a day trade, but whatever. But still, right now, it's still kind of iffy, because I don't think it would be be wise to chase this guy or do any kind of bottom fishing, right? Okay, just let it come up, because if this thing gonna reverse, and if it's going to come back up, it's going to be a lot of room for it to run. It's just like Facebook, right? When Facebook came down to that $19 level a while back, right, after the IPO. Okay, all right, let me see if I can take this back here, right, way back right here, right? Looking at this 19 level and getting back up to 22 and so forth. Right, once it break that, there's a lot of room for these things to run if they really deserve to be up there. Okay. Then also Google, like I said, is no man's land. If you're trying to play this thing, unless you're doing day trading, you really shouldn't be trading this guy. You see how it get chopped up, right? One day shot up with this little shooting star, and then come back down, and then you get flush, right? So. And then we got the GoPro. GoPro booked this trend line, came up here, and remember we still, we were monitoring this inverted head and shoulder, and then broke. And now we got this little flag here, kind of pulling back. So I'm still waiting for this flag to complete its formation, and maybe break out, and maybe get a play on that. So, but if with the break below this trend line here, let's say it come down here, and it might come back and retest these levels somewhere around this 45, 46. So just be patient on these stock. If they deserve to go, they will go. And if they're going to go, then there's a lot of opportunity for you to hop on and take a ride, because it doesn't go straight up. It's got a little zigzag. So what if you miss this little bit of a zig and sag? Catch the next one, right? Okay. So, and then Alibaba. What could we say about Alibaba? We thought it was going to come up and fill this gap. As it turned out, come down right now. It seems like it want to come down and fill this gap. So we'll be kind of monitoring this 80 level here right now, because there's really no support here. Okay, so we'll probably see this thing coming down and retest this 80, and then see, can it get a bounce up off of 80? Okay, so that's it. Be careful tomorrow. Don't get too freaked out on the on the flush tomorrow, because just stand aside and let things calm down, because we've seen this picture before. Someone gonna blink and somebody is gonna step in and buy it back up eventually. So, and the market will do whatever it will do. It's not gonna be be shaken it by the one particular news that is really not news. I mean, it is out there, right? It's just an emotional thing. Okay, so good luck.